Although biryani originated in Persia, it has become a very popular Indian food. And in ancient times, kings and rajas, maharajas would love biryani, and there were like so many different type of biryanis. But there were poor people who couldn't afford to eat like rich biryanis made with, all these nuts and with almonds, cashews, and chicken. So they started eating biryani made of kawa, like kawa, which is basically crow. So crow biryani came into existence. But in modern India, kawa biryani is a rich delicacy and enjoyed by people from different walks of life, and it's really popular in Mumbai, Hyderabad, and New Delhi. So today I'm going to show you how we make kawa biryani, but I'm going to replicate kawa pieces with chicken pieces just because it's very hard to get kawa here in Calgary. So I have here 2 cups of yogurt that I have whisked so that it's nice and smooth. And what we are going to do is add some salt in it as per your taste. So I'm going to add about 3 teaspoons. We'll add some red chili powder, 2 teaspoons. Turmeric, that's haldi, 1 teaspoon. Cumin powder, 1 teaspoon. Mace, half a teaspoon of mace is in. Nutmeg, about 1 teaspoon. We'll mix everything well together. A little bit of black pepper as well, so about half a teaspoon. And in this we will go ahead and add our kawa pieces or koa pieces. But now, because we are replicating kawa biryani, I'm going to add chicken pieces instead of kawa pieces. And normally in biryani you would use like chicken with bone, like chicken drumsticks, and here we are using boneless chicken thighs just because kawa meat is not as thick as chicken, so that's why we are going to use boneless here. So mixing everything well together, and we will put this in the fridge for about an hour. While our chicken pieces are marinating, we'll go ahead and fry our onions. So 2 large onions in oil, 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to shallow fry them, but to get nice crunchy onions, you can always deep fry them. Look at that, the onions are nice and brown, so we'll take them out and set them aside. Next step is getting our rice ready. I have here 8 cups of water, which we are going to bring to boil, and I have here about 1 large cup of rice which have been soaking in 2 cups of cold water for about 30 minutes. So once the water comes to boil, we'll go ahead and put in our rice. The other thing we are going to do is, I have here some full cream milk, so homo milk as we call it here in Canada. So I have here full cream milk, in which I'm going to add few strands of saffron to get nice orange color. Taking like pinch of saffron and adding it in our milk. Right, water has come to a nice boil, full boil, so we'll go ahead and add our rice in, and we have to cook rice till they are half done, because after that we'll slow cook them along with our marinated chicken pieces. So rice is in, and in this water we are also going to add some salt and some oil to prevent rice from sticking to each other. So few drops of oil and about 3 teaspoons of salt. Mix it well, and in this boiling water we are also going to add some spices. So 2 bay leaves, 2 sticks of cinnamon, some green cardamom. So just open them a little bit so that you get nice flavor from these seeds. So 2-3 pieces of green cardamom, 1 big black cardamom, and 3-4 pieces of clove. And the reason we are doing that is so that our rice are nicely infused with goodness of these spices. And normally I take out these spices in the end before serving, or you can take them out after the rice have cooked halfway through. So our rice have been cooking for 5-6 minutes and they are halfway done. As you can see, look at the consistency. It breaks apart easily. So they are halfway through, not fully done. So we'll go ahead and take them out. Biryani is best made in some clarified butter, that's key, or you can always use butter. But if you don't want to use either of those, oil will work as well. So I have here 2 tablespoons of oil, and we are going to add cumin seeds, about 1 teaspoon. And in this we are going to add some green chilies as per taste. I'm adding 3-4 green chilies here. And we'll also go ahead and add garlic, 1 tablespoon. Garlic paste works well, garlic pieces are fine. I have here some minced garlic and also some ginger, so about 1 tablespoon of ginger paste. We'll let this fry a little bit and go ahead and add some chopped nuts. So cashews and almonds, very nice flavor to biryani with these nuts. We'll mix them well. So our ginger and garlic have been frying for a few minutes here. We'll go ahead and add our meat pieces in, chicken or crow, whatever you're using. And we'll cook our chicken. Right, so chicken has been cooking for about 10 minutes, and now we are going to add the onions that we fried earlier to this. We are also going to add some vegetables, so chopped potatoes, carrots and cauliflower. Now if you think about it, like in olden days when people couldn't afford to eat chicken, they would eat crow. So kawa biryani came into existence, and in order to save on meat pieces they would add like a lot of veggies, but nowadays adding veggies just adds more flavor to the dish, and it's a whole dish in itself. You don't need anything else along with it. So my onions, potatoes, cauliflower and ginger are in. We'll mix this well and give it another 10 minutes. Our chicken is 90% done. It has been cooking for 15-20 minutes, and now what we're going to do is we are going to layer our dish and then slow cook it. So in our pot here I'm going to add base of chicken. So we'll add chicken at the bottom, spread it evenly, and go ahead and add layer of rice. Alright, and we'll go ahead and add chicken again on top. Spread it evenly. Add our rice. Look at that beautiful concoction that we've come up with. And now here we are going to add that milk and saffron that we had made earlier. So just sprinkle that evenly all over. It will just seep through. And also on top we'll add our fried onions. And now what we're gonna do is we are slow cook it. I have a shallow pan here, and in this pan I have some hot water, and we'll go ahead and place our pot on top of this so that that's perfect. Water is not coming out, and our pot is not touching heat directly. So now we'll cover it and slowly cook it. Pot has some holes, so I'm gonna cover it to retain the moisture in, and we'll give it 15 minutes. Alright, so it has been 15-20 minutes, and as you can see, our delicious chicken biryani is ready, and we are just gonna mix it well.